Alright friends, so we're here to continue our talk about traits and inheritance. Today we're specifically going to be looking to explain variation between organisms and note the difference between inherited and non-inherited traits. Go ahead and make sure that you are pausing and rewriting as you need, so that way you can have appropriate understanding. Make sure that you get down everything. And on that note, you probably will want to take some notes, make sure that you have something to write on and write with. These are the questions that you're going to answer for this assignment. They are up here and they are also right below this video on your Canvas assignment. I would suggest taking notes on these answers as we progress because all of these answers are directly stated in this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So we've already talked a little bit about traits. Just as a reminder, traits are characteristics determined by genes. Remember, those genes are on our DNA. That DNA tells our cells what to do, what to look like, all that sort of stuff. And so we have all of these characteristics that make us who we are, that make plants who they are, that make animals who they are. So inherited traits are genes passed to offspring from parents, okay? Plants and animals, and when I'm saying animals, I'm including humans, and that inherit traits, okay? So that's why, for example, I have brown eyes. I inherited that from both my mom and my dad because they both have brown eyes. My husband inherited a tall trait from his parents. Dogs inherit traits in terms of fur, color, and length from their parents. Those pea plants that we learned about, those inherited traits from their parents as well. Now, not all inherited traits are visible, okay? So that would be like blood type, genetic disease. But the main thing about inherited traits is those are on your DNA. They are on your DNA. So they are on your DNA when you are born. They are on your DNA right now. So those are traits that cannot change because they're already on your DNA. They're a part of your DNA. They're a part of of what makes you you. Now, not all traits are inherited. Some are learned or acquired. Learned traits are exactly that. You learn them, so like playing guitar, singing, a dog doing like a high five trick. Those are things that that those organisms have learned. Acquired traits are things that you get. So like piercings, hairstyle. Right now, for my DNA, my hair is brown and curly. Curly-ish, we'll say. But if I cut it short, I don't have short hair on my DNA because I cut it. That's something that I acquired. I don't have pierced ears. That's not an inherited trait, even though my mom has pierced ears too. That's something that I acquired when I went to the place and got my ears pierced. If you cut a flower, it is not an inherited trait for it not to be in the soil. That's something that it acquired. It's shorter style. Now, along with these traits, there's something called variation. Offspring inherit traits from both parents. So that means that variation happens. Not all offspring will look exactly like their parents due to variation. Some do. Some offspring might come out looking just the same, but then a lot of times there's variation. So I have two litters here. One is a litter of puppies, and you see over here, I don't know which one is the mom and which one is the dad, but since the mom and dad look different, they have different coloring, the puppies have different coloring, right? Because they're inheriting those traits from both parents. Now, all of them look similar to their parents because they're all the same breed, but since they inherited different traits, since half of their traits are coming from their mom, half of their traits are coming from their dad, that variation happens. Same with those kittens. Those kittens all have similar features, similar traits. Specifically, you can see that they have like those larger pointed ears, but their fur coloring is variated because of inheriting traits from both parents. That's why you don't look just like your mom. You don't look or your mom doesn't look just like your grandma, right? We don't look just like our parents, but we do look similar to them because of those inherited traits. All right, so go ahead and progress to the assignment for this lesson. You're going to type your answers directly into that Canvas assignment. Like I said, all of the answers are in this video, so if you're having trouble with one, definitely make sure that you have paused and rewound, so that way you've gotten all the information.